Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you are doing good. Last session we have seen the theoretical concepts of operating system, right? In this class we are going to see the chapter working with Windows operating system. Okay? Working with Windows operating system. Here in this lesson they have given about the operating system. Okay. Last chapter itself we have learned what is operating system. What is an operating system? Operating system is a system software that enables the hardware to communicate with us, right? It is the interface between the user and the computer. This one we saw in the last chapter itself, right? And functions and the important functions of operating system also we saw in the last chapter itself. That's they have given that in this chapter also. Okay, memory management, process management, device management, file management, security management, and control the overall system performance, right? And now we are going to see the overview of operating system. Okay, here we'll have many users, right? This software will connect this hardware to the user. As I said you before, this OS is the interface between the user and the computer, right? So that means the user and the hardware will be connected by this software, right? The software means we saw it has two types, application software and system software, that is connected to this operating system, right? Hardware means we all know CPU, the memory devices, the input device, output device, monitor, everything will come under this hardware, right? Software means the codes or the programs. Okay. In this Windows operating system, here in this whole chapter, we are going to see this about this Windows operating system only. Okay. In this Windows operating system is every computer where if you are using a laptop or a computer, if that computer must function, you have to have an operating system in the particular computer, right? Microsoft Windows is the popular graphical user interface operating system. Okay, this is a multiple application and this can execute many tasks at the same time. Okay, in this Windows you would have used Windows, right? If you have used computer itself, you would have used Windows. Microsoft Windows means this is a graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means it will have graphical images or graphics and text also, so that people can identify what is it. If you see a icon, you can identify. If there is a recycle bin, they'll be giving a image as if a dustbin. The recycle bin is a trash box, right? So they will be resembling in such manner by this GUI. Okay, since this is a graphical user interface, it is so user friendly. Okay, this Windows operating system will use both the keyboards and mouse. Okay, this Windows operating system will have many icons or the menus in the top, and will have the texting places, and also this will use both the keyboard and mouse. Okay, using this mouse only we'll be moving the cursor, and using the keyboard we'll be entering the text or the numbers or the symbols. Okay, this mouse is used by moving it, and we can click on the icon, right? As I have said you in the introduction class itself, mouse means it will have a left and right button and a scroll, right? So using the mouse, we can just click on the icon and we can use it, right? And let's see the functions of Windows operating system. Okay, access applications, that means a program on computer. It may be for word processing or for games, or it may be used as Excel, that is a spreadsheet, or for calculations, and for many other users this Windows operating system is used. Okay, so this is a program on the computer. Okay, this load any new program in a computer. Next one, manage hardware such as scanner, printer, mouse, any cameras or any devices which is connected to the CPU, right? File management activities, like it will create, modify, save and delete those files and folders also. Okay, change computer settings such as color scheme, screensaver, and some other icons, designs, and so many other functions are also is in available here in this Windows operating system. Okay. Um, Before learning about this Windows operating system, you should know how this mouse is used, right? I said you in the first class itself, if you are not having the clear idea, you can see page number 50 in your book. Okay, they'll be showing the mouse actions with clear example and clear diagram and the points also, right? Left click and right click. Mouse action means it has left click and right click. So they have given here point to an item and then move the mouse pointer over the item. Click means pointing the item and then you have to press and release the left mouse button, right? Right click means you have to point where you want to keep the cursor and you have to click the right mouse button and then options will be displayed. From that options you can just select whatever you want. Open means open, cut means cut, copy means copy, whatever you need you can just open. To quickly open an icon you have to use this double click. Okay, in this left mouse button only you will be double clicking. If you are double clicking it, it will, if you are double clicking on an icon, that icon will open the particular uh, software or the particular application, right? And next one is drag and drop. Drag and drop means if you want to drag a file inside a folder, you can just click the left mouse button and you can just have to click and keep it, right? You can click and hold it and just move that file into that folder and just release the mouse button so that that file will be dragged and dropped inside this folder. Maybe in a page also you can use this drag and drop as scroll. If you are opening a word to move the word from top to bottom or bottom to top or left to right, for scrolling also this drag and drop only we'll do using this mouse. Okay, now let's see what are the versions in this Windows operating system. Okay, the first version here is Windows 1X. Okay, that means the logo also they have given here and it is introduced in 1985. Okay, this introduction of GUI in this 16-bit processor. This is the special feature in this Windows 1X. Okay, this mouse was introduced as an input device in this Windows version only. Okay, the next Windows version is Windows 2. There till Windows 1, 2, 3, 95, 98 and NT there is no change in the logo. Okay, logo there is no change. As I said, just keep this in mind. This question may come for your exam also. Windows versions means 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Next 95, 98 NT. You just keep till that in mind. After that, next one we'll see in the next step. First, let's study this one. Okay, 1x, 2x, 3x, 95, 98. Okay, the logo is same and the year 1x means 85. 2x is just add 2 with that. That means we'll get 85, then 87. Next one 3. 3 is for 92. Then Windows 95 came in 1995. Windows 98 came in Windows 99. It's in sorry 98. Its name itself is 98, right? So that is introduced in the year 1998. Okay. This Windows NT they have not mentioned any year. Okay. Let's see the specific features there. First, we know Windows 1X and the year. 1X is 1985, right? It is the introduction of this graphical user interface and it is a 16-bit processor. Mouse was introduced in this version only. Next one is Windows 2.x. That means you have to add 2 to that year. So 85, 87, right? So 1987 and the special features here is supports to minimize and maximize the window, right? We all know when you use this word, we have a minimize and maximize option, right? This option is um, introduced in this feature only, okay? In this version, Windows 2.x, okay? Control panel feature was introduced with various system settings and customizing options. The control panel only we can edit or we can modify any settings in the computer, right? So this control panel was also introduced in this Windows 2X, okay? In this Windows 3X, multitasking concept was introduced. Okay, Windows 3x multitasking concept. Multitasking concept, and it supported 256 colors. Okay, so in this version only Windows got a colorful look. Okay, so if it has a colorful look, it will look so modern, right? So this interface became a colorful one in this 3x. Okay, the last of x 1, 2, 3 in this 3x in 1992. In the year 1992, it introduced multitasking and also colorful look. Colorful look means 256 colors are supported, right? And the next one is 95. Windows 95 in the year 1995. This is in this 95, Windows 95 only, the start button is introduced in this taskbar, right? Taskbar, start button or the start menu. When you click on the start only, all the other programs, accessories and all will be displayed, right? That start menu and the start bar. So the taskbar and this Windows Explorer. Windows Explorer means the file folder and all you will be viewing, right? That is the Windows Explorer. This all are introduced in this 95. Okay, Windows 95. Okay, next this has another feature also, introduced 32-bit processor, and um, it focused much on this multitasking. Okay, we have seen that in the previous version Windows 3x itself, multitasking was introduced. The concept of multitasking was just introduced. Here in this Windows 95, the 32-bit processor focused more on this multitasking. Okay, another one is the start button, start menu, taskbar, Windows Explorer. This all are introduced here in Windows 95. Okay, next you are going to see about Windows 98. 98 means in the year 1998. Okay, integration of the web browser. That means web browser is nothing but Internet Explorer. In your mobile and all, you will be using, if you are using Android mobile, you will be using Google Chrome or Chrome or UC browser or Opera Mini or Netscape or some browser, right? If you are using iPhone, you will be using Safari, right? So these are all the web browsers present now. Presently, we have these browsers. In 1998, Windows has that with the operating system. Okay, this integration of this web browser or the Internet Explorer with this operating system. Okay, DOS gaming began to disappear as Windows-based games improved. Okay, DOS had some gaming. This if you get a new game with additional graphics, or if you get a new pen with a good look, and if it writes good, you will just throw off the old one, right? Likewise here, since this Windows based games are upcoming, this DOS gaming just went back. Okay, this plug and play features are also introduced in this 98 version of Windows. Okay, next one is Windows NT. This is designed from this word NT, means it denotes this network. Okay, this is designed to act as a server in network. Okay, used for networking purposes. So this is designed to act as servers in network. Okay, and next we are, till now we have seen Windows 1x, 2x, 3x, 95, 98 and NT, right? 1x means 1985, 1987, 2x, 3x is 1992 and Windows 95 is 1995, Windows 98 is 1998 and NT Visa, Windows NT is network, designed to act as a server in network, right? And next one is Windows Me. Okay, Windows Me. Here, if you see a logo in this logo also there is a change, right? Can you see that? This is introduced in the year 2000. This is the next year, right? This is the next century. Like how you will say 2000. This is different from this 90s, right? So, since this is 2000, the name is also a little different. Windows Me. Okay, this introduced the automated system diagnosis and recovery tools. Okay, this only introduced the automatic systems, many of the automatic systems for diagnosis purposes and the recovery tools, right? Previously and all, if you see, only the delete option will be there. If you delete, that's all, it's gone. After this 2000 and after this Windows Me only, they have introduced this recovery tool and all. If you have unknowingly deleted or unknowingly did some last task, you can just undo it. This option and all came here in this 2000 only. Okay, next one is Windows 2000. This also came in the year 2000. This served as an operating system for business desktop and laptop systems. Okay, four versions of Windows were released in this year. Professional for business and for desktop and laptop systems. For server, both it will have a web server and an office server, right? And advanced server for a line of business application. That means for a particular type of business, this advanced server can be used. And the other one is data center server. That means if there is a high traffic in networks, this data center server can be used, right? So in this Windows 2000, this released four versions: professional, server, advanced server, data center server. Okay, professional, server, advanced server, data center server. Next one is XP. These all now we are most of us will be using, right? Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10 and all. So Windows XP, you all know, if you are using Windows XP in your computer, or if you have used the computers somewhere in school or somewhere, if you if they have the operating system of Windows XP, you will have seen this logo which is shown there near this Windows XP, right? This is introduced in the year 2001. Okay, this introduced a 64-bit processor, right? About this processor, first we saw in this Windows 1X, it was just 16-bit processor, right? After that, in 1995, in Windows 95, we saw 32-bit processor. And after that, in 2001, it introduced the 64-bit processor. Okay, this improved the Windows appearance with, it has some stable version. In Windows means the operating system will have this versions. Likewise, it had some theme. Okay, these all are introduced in this year 2001 in the name Windows XP. Okay, and the next one is Windows Vista, and the logo is also displayed here. Just check it out. And this is introduced in the year 2006. Okay, in this 2006, it gave a updated look and feel for this Windows. Okay, Windows means it will have a good look. It gave an updated look and feel for this Windows. Okay, next is Windows 7. Windows 7 means in the logo itself it displayed as Windows 7. Okay, in XP, Windows Vista also, it had a separate logo, and Windows Vista and Windows XP was written. Here in Windows 7, this Windows 7 will be written in a large size. See that logo. Okay, this Windows 7 was introduced in 2009. Okay, this booting time, the booting time is something, but loading time, okay, the time it takes to load was decreased. So the booting time was improved, introducing the new user interface like Aeropic, pinning the programs to the taskbar, handwriting recognition, and some Internet Explorer 8, likewise some extra features which we use now. Till now we have seen some features, right? Other than this, the updated version was introduced in this 2009. Okay, this booting time was improved, but the interface, it's not so good till Windows 7, right? After Windows 7 only, this handwriting recognition and all came. Okay, next one is Windows 8. This was introduced in the year 2012. Okay, this is faster than all the previous versions of window. Okay, here the start button was removed. If you see the present version in our lab also, if you see, we won't have the start button. It will have an logo there, start or Windows logo there, right? So in this Windows 8 only, the start button was removed. Okay, this Windows 8 has an advantage of multi-core processor. Okay, this has a multi-core processing, and the SSD means solid state drives. Okay, these drives are solid state, and the touch screen and some other ways of input methods are also introduced in this Windows 8 only. Okay, this served as a common platform for both the mobile and computer, right? Now we have Windows for mobiles also, Windows operating systems for some Microsoft phone and all. We have Windows operating system. So this served as a common platform for both the computer and mobile. This happened in the year 2012, okay, and the version is Windows 8, okay, and last one is Windows 10 is updated in your book, okay. This introduced in the year 2015. This start button was added again here, okay. In this Windows 8, the start button was removed, and again in Windows 10 the start button was added again, okay. Multiple desktop facility was introduced here. A central notification center for app notification and quick actions was there. Cortana voice was activated as a personal assistant. Cortana voice, you would have heard, if you are using iPhone you will have Siri, right? And for other you would have heard Alexa and Google Assistant and all, right? You can search it by saying itself. If you are using Android or some iPhone, means if you are calling hey Siri, means that it will reply you back. If you are saying play music, means it will play music. If you are saying call someone, means it will call. It will do the actions, right? So likewise, this voice activation was done in this 2015 in this Windows 10 version. Okay. That's all about this version of Windows operating system. Okay. Next we are going to see about this Windows desktop. Okay. Here when you are opening the Windows, one screen will be there, right? When you are switching on the computer, if the operating system is there, you will get a screen. That screen we'll call it as desktop. Okay. Most of our desktop, if you are not keeping any wallpaper there, it will be as a default one. It will be looking like this only. This Microsoft Windows 7 desktop. Okay, this one, which you are seeing in the screen here. This Windows will allow to change the appearance of the desktop. Okay. Here if you see from the bottom left corner, you will have a start button there. That is the start button. Okay. And the line in which the start button is present, we'll say it as a taskbar. Okay. And the icons present in the desktop, whatever is present there, everything are icons. Okay. Icons. And the area in the right bottom corner, we'll say it as the notification area. Okay. And we can keep some gadgets also there. Most of you, if you are using computers also, you would not know that we can keep this gadgets in our desktop, right? These are the gadgets. The clock and calendar and all, can you see? These are the gadgets. Okay. And next we'll see about the icons. Okay. Icons means we have standard icons and shortcut icons also. Okay. Icon means it is a graphical symbolic representation. The window elements like files will have an icon. For a folder you will have icon. For shortcut you will have an icon, right? So this icon plays a very important role in this graphical user interface based applications. Okay. First let's see what is standard icons. Standard icons means the icons which will be available on the desktop by default. While installing the Windows OS itself, it will be there, right? Here you saw some icons. All these icons won't be there when you are installing itself, right? Whatever softwares you are installing, you will get each one icon in the desktop. Here, the standard icons means the right bottom corner you saw some icons, right, in this taskbar down. These will be the standard icons because this will be there when the OS is installed itself, right? Shortcut icons means this will be created for any applications, or it may be created for a folder, for a file. That means when you are just clicking on it, you can open it. You can just double click on the icon and you can open it, right? This application icon means see this here in this screen they have given many icons, right? If it looks like a book, it is known as folder icon, right? And if it is a Google Chrome, or if you are using some software, and if it is a software icon, we'll say it as application icon, right? And the next one is disk drives icon. Okay, disk drive icon means this is a graphically represented 5 disk drive icons. Okay, in this disk drive icons we have hard disk, CD-ROM or DVD drive, pen drive, and other removable storage also we have, right? See, if you open the my computer or if you open the any Windows Explorer there, you will be getting this screen. Okay, here if you see in the first row they have given this DVD RW drive, that is DVD drive, right? And the next one is the hard disk drives with the total and the remaining space availability, right? Here if you see local disk C, D, E, F is not there, right? G, H, L, likewise they have given. So we can split the memory and we can save this into so many drives, right? And in that drive itself it will show you here if you see 85.7 GB free of 146 GB. So the total storage is 146 and 85 GB was occupied already. And the next one last here if you see removable disk. Removable disk means the removable storage. You will be giving a pen drive. You will be just plugging in a pen drive and you will be removing, right? So these all will come in this removable storage. This is not only pen drive, it may include some other removable storage devices like memory card or your mobile also you will be connecting using this USB cable and all, right? So this all things will come under this disk drive icons. Okay, you can move the desktop anytime by pressing this Windows key plus D. Okay, Windows key. If you see in the keyboard, you will have a key. In some in some keyboards, it will have a WIN. Likewise, it will be there. In some keyboards, it will be showing the Windows icon symbol. In some keyboards, they will be giving a box and it will be separated into 4 squares, right? So by clicking the Windows key and D key, you can just change the or move the desktop by this key. Okay, then let's see what is window. Okay, window is a typical rectangular area. Okay, window means you know whatever you are opening. If you are opening Microsoft Word, you will get a window, right? MS Word will open a window. So that will be a that will have a rectangular area, right, in an application or in a document in that area where it will be displayed on the screen for a specific program, right? Here we have application window and document window, right? Application window means this is the area in the computer screen which will have defined boundaries. This much boundaries will be there within which the information will be displayed. Okay, such windows can be resized. It may be maximized or minimized, or we can place it by the side, or we can place one in the behind and the next one overlapping, and we can just keep it wherever we want. Okay, and this application window will contain a open application, that is one currently using application will be there like Word or Excel or Access. One application is there. When two or more windows or if you open another one, only one of them will be active and the rest will be others will be inactive. Okay, so when you are opening the open office writer means it will appear the appearance of the multiple windows will be open but it will be overlapped in the desktop. Okay, document window means document window is a section of the screen. It is a part of the screen which is used to display the content of the document. If you are having a document or if you are having a book, in the left side if you are having first chapter and the chapter name, next all the headings, next chapter, next name, that means that is a document window. Okay, when you open any application like uh, open office writer or open office calci or anything, you will find two windows on the screen, right? One is the larger window that is called application window. That window will help the user to communicate with the application program, right? The smaller window which will be inside this application window, we'll say it as a document window. Okay, this window will be used for typing or you can create the document there, whatever you want with the picture or anything, right? And now let's see what are the toolbar and menu bar and all, right? And see here, this is the application window. Here the top we'll have title bar. Okay, this is the title bar and we'll have the title of the document, right? And next here down we'll have menus, file, edit, view, insert, format and all. These are all menu. And so this bar is known as menu bar. Okay, under this, if you select one edit, you'll have some other menus, right? And below this menu bar you have tools bar. Okay, tools bar. And down in the area, the work area, we'll say it as application work area. Okay, and down horizontal and vertically moving thing, and top to bottom moving, this we'll say it as scroll, right? So the place where the scroll is present, we'll say it as the scroll bar. Okay, next, windows document area means, as I said you before, the whole page is application window. Inside that, the work area is there, right? That one we'll say it as the document window, right? This inside this document window. In this document window, that ruler will be there. If this ruler is not present in your screen, you can just take it. You can just go to view and you can select ruler. Okay, and then ruler will be displayed for both the vertical ruler and the horizontal ruler will be displayed. Okay, here the document window means this is the document window, and the application window means then open office right there, that top one is there, no, that is the application window. Okay, and the center region, the part where you will type or where you will insert the image, we'll say it is the document area. Okay, now we are going to see about the elements of a window. Okay, elements, I said to you before, here they have given the clear explanation of this. Okay, title bar means in that place only we'll have the title of the document, and the right side, if you see in the corner, right corner, it will have minimize, maximize and close button. Okay, the title bar means it will be present as the corner or the border of the window. Okay, menu bar means menu bar will be next to the title bar. Okay, it will have file menu, edit menu, layout, format, table. Likewise, it will have so many menus. Okay, if this menu bar is not there, additionally, if you are pressing Alt or F10 means this will bring the focus on the first menu of the menu bar. Okay, that is a shortcut. If you are pressing the Alt key, it will give the shortcut keys. Okay, in this Windows 7, if this Windows does not display you the menu bar, you can click on the organize, and from the drop down menu you can just select layout option, and then you have to select the desired item there. Okay, and next one is workspace. Workspace means we all know where you will work, right? And corners and borders means the window will have the corners and borders, right? So we can use the drag or the scroll to move, and you can view the corners and borders. Okay, the next one is it's given in your book, you can see, or I'll just display here, start menu. Okay, start menu means you all know the start button, right? Here in the left bottom corner you will have the start button, right? Each versions will be having each type of start button. Some older ones will have start, will be written as start. Then the recent versions will have the Windows logo there, right? So if you click on the start button, there will have a search box, and above that the list of all the installed programs will be there, right? And you'll have a arrow like symbol will be there. That symbol will indicate the sub menus. If one menu is having some sub menus, if you click on that arrow, it will just show you the sub menus it is attached to that particular options. Okay, then we'll have the control panel there, device and printers there, help and support there, right? So if you want to do some settings, do some change in the settings, or if you want to change the appearance of the desktop, or if you want to uninstall a program, for all those things you need to control, right? For controlling the settings or to modify the computers or the system settings, you have control panel. Okay, and if you are having a printer or scanner, if you want to connect that or disconnect one and another one, you have to connect means you have to go to this device and printers. Okay, or if you want to know anything, you can just get help from this help and support. Okay, near the search box you have a shutdown button, right? Shutdown means sometimes it will be showing us log off or restart or something. Near that one arrow will be there. If you just click on the arrow, the options will be displayed as log off, restart, or shut down, or likewise some sub options also will be displayed. Okay, are you clear about this? Taskbar. Taskbar means at the bottom of the screen, horizontal bar is called the taskbar, right? This bar will contain the contents from start bar from left to right, right? The shortcuts of some programs will be, which you have minimized, will be shown here. Okay. In the right corner, you can see the system trace, right? System tray, which consists of volume control, network, date, time, and all. Next to the start button, you will have a quick glance toolbar. Okay, quick glance toolbar means which contains the apps which you used frequently. Okay, if you are using word frequently, means the word icon or the word symbol will be shown near the start button. Okay, are you clear about this? Next one is computer icon. Okay, my computer icon means we all know my computer. One icon will be there and it will be showing us my computer. Or if you are giving any name for my computer means it will be displaying us that with that name, right? Each versions of Windows will have each types of my computer icon, right? That is also given here. You can just check it out here. Computer icon in various versions of Windows OS. Okay. And if you have the laptop or system, or if you have the mobile, you can just type it in Google and you can just check it out, right? And about the starting and closing of the application, we'll see in the next class. Okay. This is a very interesting topic. If you have interest to use computer, I shouldn't ask like this. You are a computer application student, right? Since you are a computer application student, you must know how to use computer, right? Some you would have been using computers from your small age, or you would have had the computer, or if you don't have the computer, or if you haven't used computer also, no problem. You can just take this chapter, operating system. It's in page number around 50, some page it's there. Um, yes, in page number 48, right? This chapter, you just take it, just read it out, just read everything and see the pictures. You will get the clear idea. If you are already using the computer and you know about computer means also, you must know the correct usage, why this icon is designed like this, why we have two buttons in the mouse, everything you have to know it properly, right? Since you are the computer application students, you must know the use of each and everything in the computer, right? So this lesson will help you to know more about computer from the basic. This is just grade 11. So in this grade 11 itself, you are going to study from the first with all the basic knowledge about computer, right? So this lesson will be a very interesting one. Just make sure you read the lesson today itself, and just if you are having laptop or computer, just open it and see all the icons. What are the icons present there? Where is the task bar? Where is the title bar? Where is the menu bar? Find it out, find everything, and just read the book also, right? Thank you for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care, bye.